Yes! It works! Just wanted to let anybody who'd seen the previous video know this thing, the Globecaster, has been brought back to life thanks to a friend whose name I do not know how to pronounce. Screen name Mick Shift. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We're not exactly sure what was wrong with it. They basically took it all to pieces, found a number of things going on. Among them, the RAM on the Time Machine, which is the nonlinear editing card and video playback card, was bad. But also, there's a cable down there, right there, that connector. That is a 3.3 volt power supply rail from the power supply, which is interesting because in this era, this thing was originally designed around 1996. That's when all the copyrights are from. 3.3 volts was not typically used by most commodity PC parts and a lot of logic of that era, so it's kind of interesting that it's even there. Also, plugging it back in did not fix it. So I was initially thinking, once they found out about that maybe the whole problem was just that part of the cards were starting up, but then once the logic that needed the lower voltage tried to turn on, that no dice, right? But I don't think that was it, because plugging that in did not change anything outright. And there were a few other miscellaneous things sort of off with it, but when it comes down to it, we don't really know what the problem truly was. All we know is that now it's working. Despite the video toaster image, that's just something I had laying around. This is the Globecaster software, and my mouse isn't working. Why isn't my mouse working? Oh, there it is. I've got two mice on the screen because I'm doing a video capture. But yeah, if we just grab this guy here, doop, there we go. We can do transitions, and that's about all I know at this point, because the interface for this thing is inscrutable compared to every other switcher I've used, compared to the video toasters, etc. I can't even figure out where to change transition effects. Right now it's doing just a simple crossfade, but I can't even identify an area where I would select a different wipe. And the interface is really strange. Like, the first thing you might think is, why the hell are the program and preview displays arranged like that? Why aren't they side by side so that you can actually see the damn things? But you can actually sort of see why that is, because this area here and here, these are actually panes. They just didn't put borders around them. Oh no, they did actually. There's little faint borders in there, which I did not notice. But you can fill these with file browsers or various effects controls, that sort of thing. So it sort of makes sense, but it also seems like a really inefficient use of space. But I guess the idea is you're supposed to have actual physical monitors for your program and preview displays anyway, because this thing does, after all, have the separate outputs on the device itself for that. So this is basically just a convenience feature. So that all makes sense, I suppose. But still, I find this interface very, very confusing. I found it tougher to work out how to do things in this than anything else that I've used. Even vMix makes more sense, he says, saltily. Anyway, I'm not actually prepared to demo this thing any deeper right now. I'm going to have to really take some time and explore it before I can even really show you the the basics. But I'm just glad that it's working, and I wanted to let everybody know that there's no longer any crisis associated with it. Oh, one fun little tidbit, though, is the switcher card here, which has the RAM on it. I thought this RAM was bad because it seemed like the diagnostic software was saying that. And I tried different sticks of memory that I had, and they all produced pretty much the same error. So I concluded that it wasn't actually the RAM, but the card itself. So I bought a replacement card on eBay for $50. And it didn't do anything. So I'm like, well, shit, you know, I fired the parts cannon, but it bounced off the armor, right? Well, as it turns out, the RAM on the switcher card was fine, but the RAM on the Time Machine card wasn't. And my friend ended up using the RAM from the second switcher card I bought on there. So, well, $50 for 16 megs of EDO is not the best deal in the world, but it also ain't the worst. And in the end, it did fix the thing. So, parts cannon success. Anyway, that's it. Nothing more to it. Just wanted to let you know that this thing has a future, and you'll be seeing more of it once I figure it out. Okay. Postscript, before I sign off here. Before I left the office today, I was going to record some test footage using the nonlinear editing card, which records onto these hard drives. And then all of a sudden, the content that was on the drives stopped appearing. Can we hear it? Can we hear it? Let me go hit the backup utility real quick. There are only 2 drives connected, not enough to build a volume. It detects 2 of the 3 drives. And if we come back around here, hear that? Yep, one of these drives just head crashed and died while I was standing here, like in the last 20 minutes. Who's surprised, really? Let's see, which one is it? Well, now maybe it's all 3 of them. But seriously, folks! What are the serial numbers of the ones that are working? Cool. Cool, it doesn't say. I love it. Thanks, guys. And since they're all the same model, there's not really any hope other than to just unplug one. Oh gosh, there's like nothing holding this drive cage in place. That is so flimsy, which is really very typical of this machine. God, this sucks. All right, top one's unplugged. Let's see if this changes. Oh, okay, maybe that was it. Let's just power cycle this bad boy. Pretty sure that's necessary for it to re-index the drives. Oh, and then as this starts up, so you see how these all have red lights on them, except for this one, which has no lights? That's because the red light indicates the card has not actually started. But this one here starts as soon as it starts talking to the PC over the serial link. Okay, and it sounds like it's spinning up the hard drives. Did we still hear that clunking? I don't know. Maybe I got it. But anyway, so this one started up because it began talking to the controller card on the PC. But none of the others will start until we actually fire up some of the software. Let's hit the format utility here. If we watch, we're going to see that light goes out. And then that one, oh, okay. Actually, there we go. Bink, 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 bink. Okay, I think everything's fired up now. Well, it says there's 2 drives connected. Same 2 drives, it looks like. So, yeah, maybe I did it. Maybe I got the one that was failing. I think that was it. God, but why do they sound so awful? You know, I should really just replace all 3 of these. That would be the smart thing to do, because even if I replace one successfully, the other 2 are probably going to fail in pretty short order. And it's not like it's really hard to find SCSI drives these days. These are 68-pin, what is it, wide SCSI, fast SCSI, whatever it is. And you can get these relatively easily, and you can get SCA drives that you can adapt fairly easily. Oh man, I still hear something clunking in there. Yeah, I'm just going to write off this entire set. I don't think this is worth pouring any more effort into. Just going to kill all of these. You know, one thing I've realized, and maybe this is a contributing factor, is I'll bet that when this thing was new, there was another panel over here that held in the drives on this side. In fact, I wonder, oh God, I wonder if they weren't attached to the external panel. I don't like thinking about that. That is such a bad idea. I really hope they didn't do that. But in any case, these are just weeble wobbling in there. And that might have something to do with why they're dead. Because here's the thing. I was here bumping around the room, just sort of doing stuff, and you know, might have bumped the thing or whatever. And if the drive was anchored on both sides, then it would have gotten just a little bit of lateral motion. But because it's dangling like this, then it would have wobbled up and down. So that might be what killed it. Yeah, I'm still hearing those clunks. All right. Yeah, these drives are all going in the dumpster. Anyway, like I said, nothing too hot to show you. Just wanted to let you know that globecasting will continue until morale improves. Thank you all for watching.